Hello students, welcome to Diademy IAS. I would like to share some insights regarding the first ranker. Here you can see the news clippings of the first ranker. About him, different magazines have written about the articles. Business Today, Mint, Money Control. If you observe this, some of these newspapers are business related newspapers. Because one interesting fact about first ranker was he was working in Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs was a very powerful and successful financial institution at the global level. It was one among the Fortune 500 companies also, and in fact he was getting per year salary between 25 to 30 lakhs per annum. He left that job and he wanted to pursue civil services. It created interest in the business magazines also, newspapers also, to write about the first ranker. With respect to UPSC also, this particular company Goldman Sachs, it is also important for our prelims preparation and mains preparation. You can observe this. BRICS, one of the leading international organizations. The term BRICS was coined by Goldman Sachs only. That is why it is also from our examination point of view also, this is very important organization. First ranker has left the job and he started preparing for civil services and he secured first rank. Our Diademy director C.A. Rahul Kumar sir, he interacted with the first ranker. When before he secured any rank, he has taken guidance from our Diademy director sir. I will show the video also. The purpose of making this video is to show you how even the first ranker also, before he became the ranker, how systematically he prepares. It is an inspirational journey for a common aspirant. That is the purpose of making this video. It's like you can compare, like for example, if you see Sachin Tendulkar, one of the greatest cricketers of our human history in cricket field. After seeing the success of Sachin Tendulkar, everyone will be afraid of reaching that pinnacle of the success. But if you observe Sachin Tendulkar when he was playing at the very beginning level, he is also like any player who is aspiring to become a successful cricketer. Generally, the practice when Sachin Tendulkar was doing, many people may not have the opportunity to see him directly when he was learning the cricket. The purpose of making this video is how the first ranker in the making. If you observe him when he was preparing, you will find that he is also like any common aspirant. You observe him, he was working in Goldman Sachs. He quit the job and he started preparing for it. And in the first attempt, he could not make the prelims itself. Now you can observe this. He was IIT also, he was IITian also. He was working in one of the most successful MNC also. Despite that, he could not make in the first prelims. It is the journey of most of our aspirants. That shows our examination requires a certain kind of approach. Whatever may be your background, but if you follow a certain approach, you can make it. When you don't know how you approach it, how you learn it is all about. Here I will show that. The journey of first ranker. My name is Soma Shekhar. I have given 2 interviews. I teach history optional in Diademy IAS. And our director C.A. Rahul Kumar sir has given 3 interviews. Diademy IAS will help you in ensuring your success. The purpose of making this video is how our director sir has guided the first ranker in a very systematic way, and also how the aspirant is very much attentive about what he was saying and how he was taking his notes also. It is like common for any student. If you observe him in that stage, it motivates you also, and it is also that you will believe that in your preparation, you are also like first ranker in the beginning. Let us see this. This is the short journey of first ranker. You can observe in 2019 he joined Goldman Sachs. In the interview which he has given, or in the one-to-one interaction which he was with our director sir also, he says 2019 he joined, he was there around 15 months, he quit the job, then he started preparing for the civil service. In the first attempt he could not clear the prelims. Now you can see, even though he joined one of the best global MNC, his heart might be there about civil service. That's why after 1 year he quit the job. Suddenly the decision of quitting the job is not possible unless you have something in the mind for very long period of time, maybe 1 year, 2 years, 3 years before you are going to take this decision. That means before 2018-17 itself, he might have some idea about going for civil services. But because of financial backup or the financial security related issues, he might have taken the job. And in fact, I have gone through some other videos also of him. They are available in the public domain. He himself acknowledged that. I was interested, but due to financial security reasons, I had to take up the job, but my heart was always with civil services. It is the journey of every common aspirant. Many of us also think like that only. Because of circumstances, we are forced to do job, but our heart will be there in one place, but our present conditions force it to do something else. But finally, he took this decision and he quit the job and he gave in the 2021 in the first attempt. But he could not make it. Now you can see he was IITian, he was working in Goldman Sachs. Just now I have shown Goldman Sachs is one of the powerful one, and it is the one which coined BRICS, the acronym also. And naturally it creates low motivation, definitely. But once again he revived it, and this time he wanted to go very systematically. In one of the interviews he also mentions, here he mentions that, you can read in this one. In his first attempt, he was saying that I could not understand what UPSC is asking the question, how UPSC is asking the questions. I did not use PYQ, previous year questions, I did not analyze them, and that's why I could not really understand what UPSC is expecting. And after not clearing first prelims, he started analyzing the PYQs. And he mentions there, you can observe this. I was doing more hard work rather than smart work. This is what I learned from first attempt. He was reading a lot, but don't know how to use that hard work into marks. Then he will mention about, he had advised for future aspirants to, following your nose every time is not good. Take suggestions from seniors and experts. Do smart work than hard work. Consider PYQs. PYQs your God in this preparation. Make your strategy according to that and analyze your syllabus well. He is giving the suggestion that PYQ follow. Here you can understand. In my first attempt, I was collecting information only. I did not analyze PYQ, so that how UPSC designs the statement to test one's analytical skills. How UPSC mixes wrong statements with the correct ones to confuse students, and how one should analyze them. It's like everybody, every student is more interested in reading a lot. Because when you start preparation, you will start reading NCERT, standard books, whatever books that is available in the market, keep on reading, because we don't know from where question will come. There is one kind of misconception also about our preparation, that IAS is one of the toughest examination in the world itself, not only in India. That means we should be knowing everything around the world and under the sun. This kind of misconception is there. No doubt some question will be like that only. Some difficult questions will be like that only. Nobody can answer. Even if you give to the artificial intelligence tool also, it cannot answer properly. That is for sure. But to clear prelims, is it required to know everything? That matters. That differentiates between hard work and smart work. No doubt if you take all 100 questions, It is not required that all 100 questions you have to answer it. If you see this year's attempt, if you see the cut-off marks of this year, 75 for general category. 75 means 38, 39 questions. Out of 100, you require 40 questions. Then 60 questions, let it be. So you remove 30 questions also, 25, 30 questions also, let it be anything, doesn't matter for you. If you attempt 80, 85 or 75 to 80, you remove some negatives also, still you will clear the cutoff, you will clear the examination. But when you start preparation in any kind of, any aspirant, it's including first ranker, that is the purpose of making this video. Including the future first ranker, when he was in the first attempt, he is also like anyone, he is also believing many things are required, let us read as many things as possible. And after getting the rank, he is saying that in my first attempt I was collecting information only. I did not understand what UPSC is asking, how UPSC is designing the questions. Later he understood the importance of PYQs, then he started analyzing it. How PYQs are designed, then he understood how UPSC is making the sentences, wrong sentences correct, wrong and right sentences. And he also understood what is to be, what is required to clear this examination. After learning from the first failure, then once again he started preparing. Then in 2022, he cleared in the second attempt and he got the All India rank 236. When he was going for this interview, he contacted Rahul sir, and while he was preparing for interview, he took the guidance from Rahul sir. I will show the video also. He is like any common aspirant, like any student who is having so many doubts about this preparation, start preparing so many things, so many books, but nowhere, we don't know how to use in the examination. People will learn like any common student, you will also learn like this only. I would like to show when he was preparing. You can observe this.
जो हमारी क्रिटिकल इश्यूज हैं, जैसे रूरल डेवलपमेंट हो गया, अर्बनाइजेशन प्रॉब्लम हो गया, वहाँ पे कैसे कर सकते हैं इसको?
तो एक तो मेरे को बहुत अच्छा पॉइंट लगता है कि जैसे डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट को सिमुलेट करके हम लोग ट्रेनिंग करा सकते हैं डीआरटेक के थ्रू, तो ये कितना अच्छा है।
यस, बहुत अच्छा पॉइंट है, वेरी गुड पॉइंट। मेरे दिमाग में एक और भी कुछ आया था कि मेंटल हेल्थ इश्यूज में भी हम इसको डील कर सकते हैं, मे बी मेंटल हेल्थ में भी इसको यूज कर सकते हैं,
ठीक है,
क्योंकि इससे तो हम किसी तरह का वर्चुअल वर्ल्ड क्रिएट कर सकते हैं। तो एजुकेशन में भी बहुत अच्छे से इसको यूज कर सकते हैं, एक्सपेरिमेंटेशन में स्टूडेंट को विजुअलाइज करा सकते हैं रियल वर्ल्ड। इसका मेटावर्स से कुछ लिंक है क्या? मेटावर्स से
पूरा लिंक है, पूरा लिंक है। मेटावर्स का एक पार्ट है वर्चुअल रियलिटी।
अच्छा, ओके। मेटावर्स इज बेस्ड ऑन द कांसेप्ट ऑफ वीआर क्या?
जी सर, एक तरह से मान सकते हैं कि जब तक कोई और टेक्नोलॉजी नहीं आती तब तक मेटावर्स का एक्सेस करने का ये तरीका है।
ओके,
You can observe this, like normal student only, before he got the rank in 2022. And his room is also like anybody, every aspirant is having the similar kind. And he was staying in Patel Nagar only in Delhi. And he says in this interview itself, every student are preparing from Old Rajan Nagar, Patel Nagar in this environment only. He is also like anyone. Before he got the rank, he is also very curious about what will happen to his interview also. What kind of questions can be asked in his interview, how to approach them. And those are the very natural questions in every common student mind, and he is also like that only. It's all about every student have these ideas, but how one approach in resolving these doubts. And you can observe, you can please go through this video, it is available in YouTube, Diademy IAS. If you observe completely, you will understand that he is also like a very common aspirant, and you be the next first ranker if you learn lessons from him. And that is what he also acknowledges. And he is very polite in asking the questions also. And it also gives, after watching this video, you will understand that how to ask the questions teacher. Many doubts every student will have, but how to ask the mentor or how to ask the teacher. Many students are afraid of, first of all, many students are afraid of asking the doubts or asking what kind of information whatever they require from the teacher or mentor. If you observe his video, you will understand that how to approach politely the teacher. Whatever may be the doubts you have, whatever may be the questions you have, and whatever may be the strategies you require, politely how to ask the teacher. And you can see how our director also very systematically, politely answers all his questions very patiently. And our director sir gives very much strategic plan for him how to systematically prepare for interview. So multiple things are there in this video. If you go through the video, you will learn many things. One is, he is also like any common aspirant. He is also preparing in the same kind of environment where many of the aspirants are preparing. And he is also very doubtful that what kind of questions will come in the interview. And he is also like any other common student who do not understand UPSC requirement in the first attempt. And he is also like any common student who is ready to learn lessons from the first failure and getting through the examination. So please go through this video. You will understand so many things which a common student need to learn from his journey. And finally, in 2022, he cracked this examination and he goes to the training also, IPS. Then in the next year, he is the first one ranker. So this is how his video and his way will teach you many things, that how systematically one student needs to follow. This is what we need to learn from his journey. And one more lesson which you can learn from his journey is also like this: patience. Every student is undergoing the similar kind of process. Finally, he made it to IAS in 2023. Even if we go by 2020 is the beginning point of his journey. 2020 he quit the job and he started preparing for civil service. That means from 2020 September onwards, 2023 third attempt All India rank means this is 2024 April. 2023 means he has written prelims in 2023. We are in 2024. That means it has taken 4 years in his journey to become IAS. You can see how patiently one needs to be there. And in the first attempt he could not clear. Again he was carrying this baggage also, that I could not clear first attempt. Can I clear the first attempt in the second attempt or not? Doubts. He is again carrying that baggage also. Despite that, he cleared. And in the next attempt, he was wishing for IAS, and once again, hard work. That is how in every student life, this journey minimum of 2 years, 3 years, depending on the capability. And you can see, he is a IITian, and he is working in one of the top MNCs in the world. And despite that, he could not make first attempt. Generally, there is a perception about the IITians or other successful people that these are very talented people in the beginning itself. That's why these people became number 1 rank, number 10 rank. But when it comes to UPSC prelims is always like a equalizer. It all requires hard work and smart work combination. Whether you are number 1 previously or whether you are number 0 in previously, doesn't matter for UPSC. Whoever follows that systematic approach, UPSC give the opportunity. They will clear the prelims, they will clear the mains, and they will clear the interview. So that is also what we need to learn. So his journey is inspirational in many sense, in many areas. So please watch his video, you will understand, and he explains what is his journey also. You will understand how to ask the questions about whatever questions are there in his mind. And while he was listening to the teacher also, he was making the notes very patiently. And that is how every student make the notes like that only when teacher is teaching something. That is how his journey shows you that he is like one among you only. He is not something different, but only he was very consistent, hardworking person, very disciplined, very humble. So all his qualities made him number one. So please go through this video and you can be very much, it will be very much useful for you in your journey also. It will add value to your journey and you can achieve your goal the way he has done it. Thank you very much.